Morning Glory with Barry Upton and friends.
Come on, get up, get out, get moving. Come on, get up, get out, let's do it. Come on, get up, get out, and start grooving. Juggling around to the sound of music.
Hello everybody, yes, the weekend is here. And it's the King's birthday on Monday, so it's a big weekend. A lot of people in town to celebrate and just have a lot of fun here in Batty. There's going to be more people than usual. We've got more people than usual on the show as well, because we're going to have a cast of thousands, I do believe, for Ringo Bingo a bit later on. I certainly hope they're all going to turn up anyway. But someone who we definitely got here is going to be Braden, who is from Tony's Gym, and we'll be finding out about him and their aspirations for the Tony Empire a bit later on. Rose is a little bit detained, so we're hoping she's going to be here at some point or other, and we can sing up the traffic for the weekend in the style of the Supremes, which is our Artist of the Week. So welcome to MGTV.
Inside News, detailing the stories behind the headlines. Inside News.
Well, the big news of the day is the fact that the European Cup draw, Euro 12, is going to be made this evening. And I've just been looking at the seedings for Euro 2012. In Pot 1, you've got Spain, the Netherlands, Poland and Ukraine. In Pot 2, Germany, Italy, England and Russia. Pot 3, Croatia, Greece, Portugal and Sweden. And Pot 4, Denmark, France, Czech Republic and Republic of Ireland. So by tonight, we'll know who is going to be playing who in the early stages of that particular competition. Also in the news, Sarkozy has backed closer German ties. The French President, Nicolas Sarkozy, says that France and Germany must pull together to ensure stability at the heart of Europe. Just reading something in the Bangkok Post here about the princess, because it's the King's birthday on Monday, as we all know. And we're looking forward to that, and we're going to be celebrating it here on MGTV and Morning Glory. But the Princess is to launch a new ship, and it's called the HTMS Krabi. It's the launching ceremony today. A new patrol vessel built by the Thai Navy. And at the cost of 1.7 billion baht, it's intended to commemorate His Majesty the King's 84th birthday on Monday. However, the ship will not be ready to be commissioned until late next year. The ship is also part of the Navy's strategic personnel development, and it's a vessel with an almost 2-ton displacement. And it's the first time the Navy has ever built a ship this size. It's been constructed according to the suggestion of His Majesty the King, who named the ship, and it's expected to be operational for 40 years, the HTMS Krabi. Now, let's move ourselves to the other side of the world, to LA, and desperate news here, because porn stars may be forced to wear condoms in movies. Oh, shock, horror. Porn actors are going to be forced to wear condoms now during film shoots if a new law is introduced in Los Angeles, and a healthcare pressure group is on the brink of forcing a debate among local legislators, which could see more rubber than usual appearing in the blue movies. Yesterday was AIDS Day, and it's actually 30 years since it was officially recognized as a problem. The AIDS Healthcare Foundation has made a number of unsuccessful efforts through state legislation, lawsuits and complaints to regulators to require condoms in adult films. But it's now collected more than 64,000 valid voter signatures to put the issue to the ballot in LA, about 23,000 more than the law requires. Also in the news, toads smell earthquakes before they happen. Could this be a sixth sense and warn humans of disasters? Chemical reactions that go unnoticed by humans could give animals a sixth sense that warn them of disasters before they happen. It's difficult for humans to predict seismic activity with any accuracy. Hence, we're often unprepared for disasters such as earthquakes or tsunamis. But it seems that animals such as toads can detect minute changes in water chemistry and evacuate before disaster strikes. It'd be great if we could actually get that sixth sense and be able to save lives by preventing those sort of things. That's it for Inside News. Well, good day, everybody, and welcome to MGTV. And I'm having a little bit of a banana here, because we're always banging on about healthy eating and keeping yourself fit. And someone who's representing Tony's gym now is Braden, Tony's son. Nice to have you with us, Braden.
Thank you for having me.
Now, tell us how you've come to actually sort of come about promoting the gyms and the hotels now.
Well, I came here a year ago from Hong Kong. I was working in Hong Kong, basically promoting nightclubs, PR, organizing dinners with. Actually, I was in a fashion crowd. Like, I got all the models together. You know, these owners want me to bring all the models to the club.
Yeah.
Basically, doing that for 4 years straight, working nightlife. And when I turned 30, it was like, I think I have to do some real business. So my father opened up this club called The Biz and asked me to come to be the marketing manager.
Yeah.
So I came here in November 2010, and yeah.
So your background, where are you from? Actually, you're from the States, are you?
Yeah, I was born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, moved to Florida, and then last place was Los Angeles. I lived in Los Angeles for 4 years before here.
And what's it like living in LA? I mean, a lot of people, you know, they see it on TV, they see it in the movies. Is it exactly like that?
Absolutely not. It's pretty much...
What's the reality?
The reality of it is if you have a lot of money and you know a lot of people, it's a great place to be.
Yeah.
But if you're someone like me, I went there when I was 20 years old to do the whole acting thing. You know how that is. Like, go there with a U-Haul, bring all your stuff there, and have all these dreams.
Yeah.
And the reality is that it's very tough. You know, and I didn't want to be someone in my 40s, 50s, still being a waiter, having a dream of being a movie star. I wanted to actually, either way, have some success and do something. So came to Asia, spent a lot of time in Hong Kong, which I love.
What were you doing in Hong Kong?
Well, I was working at night, you know, and my job was to basically entertain the girls, entertain the clients.
Come on! Is that a job? That's a job?
It was okay, but most of the time, you know, I'm sitting at a table full of maybe Russian girls, and it's me and maybe 10 Russian girls, and they're all talking with each other, and I don't know what's going on. So basically, I was just like drinking, and by the end of dinner, I was pretty...
It's still a pretty good job, though. It's not a bad job, is it?
Not bad. But I figure when I turned 30 years old, I think I have to change it to daytime. So it was kind of a perfect transition to Pattaya to work with Tony, and then kind of changed my life around a little bit.
But you were a model, I believe, at the time.
Long time ago.
You're a little bit embarrassed about it, but I can see, everyone can see you've got the good looks, you've got the fit body.
I did it for basically about a year and a half, but what I did a couple commercials. You know, I'm not like the runway type of guy. I feel like Zoolander, you know, walking down the runways. It wasn't really my thing. But it was okay for a couple years, but then I got into something else, and then I'm here now. Actually, I have a gift for you. T-shirt.
Is it Christmas already? Oh, what's it? Oh, very
extra
nice.
Large, right?
Look at that. Look at that. It's
for a biz club.
Gabby's Club. It says, define your distinction. Look at that. Fantastic. Oh, thank you very much for that. That's great.
Sure.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to find out all about the clubs and everything that you're promoting now. And you've got a very good job here in Pattaya now to do that, because I think it's something that's going to be very positive for people in Pattaya. So we'll talk about that in a moment or two. But right now, it's time for
96 FM Artist of the Week.
All week, I've been having the Supremes as our Artist of the Week, and some wonderful stuff that they've been coming out with in the 60s and the 70s. We've gone right across the board with some of the stuff with Diana Ross, some of the stuff was without Diana Ross, and with a different lead singer. But one of my favourite tracks of theirs, and we're going to try, as long as Rose turns up, we're going to do the traffic for the weekend to the style of this particular song. This is Stop in the Name of Love.